I got to turn my phone off, man. Oh, should have recorded a podcast yesterday. Now I am recording one on Monday. Welcome back to the Flat Earth Podcast. If you want to find out any more information about the podcast, do yourself a favour, head on over to the flatearthpodcast.com. There you'll find information about the podcast, some bits of writing, previous episode, a link to the Spotify audio only feed, also a little PayPal button. If you want to support the channel in any way, any money you give, no matter how large or small, will go to improving the channel, lighting, lenses, I don't know, any equipment I need. Very grateful for any of you that give. Anyway, one other thing, if you're on YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe, press the little bell icon, select all, blah, blah, blah. If you want to know anything about our sister channel, the very awesome ABC of EDC, there'll be a link up above my head somewhere. Anyway, I haven't got time. I've not got time for any more information. I've got to be honest with you. Just going to do a quick one, in and out. Life can get you down. Life can get you down, especially nowadays, especially in this moment. The other day I was growing a beautiful beard, a wonderful beard, awesome beard, and I tried to adjust a bit the other day, and then it went a bit too low compared to the other side, then this side, then this side, and this. And if you've had a beard, you know this, pretty soon you have to ditch the whole beard. Months of work. My hair's falling out. I'm slowly balding, completely bald as a coot. So the beard is very important now. I've flipped the hair growing scenario in my life to the other side of my head. So it's very important. I've made an oath now, a blood oath before God and men, that I will only ever go to a proper barber and have my beard professionally trimmed now. That is what I have decided. But anyway, I'll say all that to say, life can get you down. We're in the middle of all kinds of crises, a fuel crisis, an energy crisis, there's wars everywhere, lack of politicians, lack of this. So what we need to somehow work out where we are. We need to remember what's good, name it, and we need to consider what's bad and name it. So welcome to the first list of winners and losers 2022 Flat Earth Podcast. Let's do this. Winner. First winner in the list, Elon bloody Musk. This guy, now I don't know him personally, he might be weird. Who knows, man? He might be strange as all stuff. Who knows? But right now he's winning. Man already defeated electric cars. Man already defeated space travel. And that was just like while he was doing all kinds of stuff. Some people dedicate their life to space travel and don't get there. Some people dedicate their life to just making one form of car and never make a good one. Talking to you, Daewoo, right? Talking to you, Jaguar. Talking to you, Fiat. You know what I'm saying? But Elon, in the midst of doing excellent work in these fields, also bought Twitter. And once having bought Twitter, got rid of half the staff, got rid of all the board, brought his own engineers in to look at the code and recode the whole thing, and it's chaos. People are losing their minds, and I like him. I don't know if he's my friend. I don't know if he's an end or if he's an end. If he's a friend or an enemy or a frenemy or an enemy. I don't know what he is, but he's winning. Winner. We like Elon. He seems to be having a laugh. For some reason, when he first went into the Twitter offices after the purchase, he carried in a sink, and the whole thing was let that sink in. I don't understand. I guess, is it a South African humour thing? I don't know. Elon Musk, winner. Juxtaposed with Elon Musk, Bill Gates. Bill Gates, loser. Now, I've known Bill Gates has been suspect for a long time. You see, back a long time ago in the early 2000s, I needed a laptop. I never lost money. It was one of those pay per month deals. So I went to Dell computers. I got a Dell Inspiron 3100 or some shit, right? And it came pre-installed with Windows Vista. And I knew at that moment, the moment I pressed whatever button you press on a laptop, I've got MacBook now, much better person, I'm in a better space. But wherever button you press on the laptop, turn it on. And I saw Windows boot up, and it kept booting up. And it kept booting up. And it kept booting up. And then Windows opened, it was fully open, and it was still so slow. I knew straight away, this man is evil. No man releases Windows Vista on the earth and has a good heart. It just doesn't happen. So I knew he was a suspect. Bill's doing weird shit right now. He's a loser because he's buying up all this farmland in America. He's now the biggest farmland owner in America, but he's taking those farms out of farming, and he's investing heavily into insects. Now, here's my problem, right? My problem is not with eating insects. They might be freaking delicious. I just don't know. But the thing is, I didn't meet them as food. I met them as insects. Now, I met bacon as bacon, and I met a sausage as a sausage. When I was little, my mum said, "Do you want to try a sausage?" I was like, "Yeah." "Oh, I like these. Give me more sausages." When I grew up, my dad would make bacon sandwiches, right? He'd go, "Come on, he'd get a French stick and make bacon sandwiches. Do you want some bacon?" Yeah, I'd love some bacon. Bacon and maple syrup is one of the best things you can have on earth. It's just amazing. If someone says to you, "Do you want to have no sex for the rest of your life or no bacon and maple syrup?" there's a moment where you just, "Oh, I don't know. It's amazing. But I didn't meet a pig. If you'd introduced me to a pig, a smelly, hairy pig, if a pig had snorted by, walking by with some crap hanging out its arse, its wiggly tail, its stupid hoofs, I might have gone, "Yeah, I don't want to eat a pig, man." But I didn't meet a pig. I met bacon, and it's good. I met pork chops, and good. I met sausages, they're good. But you see, over here, the insect world, it might be amazing. You might tell me that wasp jam, you might tell me that slug chutney is the best thing in the world. But I didn't meet them as a chutney. I didn't meet it as jam. It was a wasp and it was a slug. It is a cricket. It wasn't like a cricket nacho. It was a cricket. So I can't do it. I can't get with it. And Bill Gates, you're up to something, brother. You're up to something. And don't think that just wearing a Casio Duro, one of the greatest everyman watches ever created, cuts you any slack. I know what you're up to. Loser. No. Winner. Netflix is a winner. Netflix has crossed over from being a streaming channel to being the name of something you do. You know, like when Hoover, which was a vacuum cleaning company called Hoover, they become so successful that now you Hoover, okay? And it's like, what is it, Googling. Like Google are so successful that when you search for something on the internet, no matter what engine you use, you say, "I'm going to Google something." That is what Netflix has done. What are you going to do tonight? Netflix and chill. Now, you might not watch Netflix, but you're going to Netflix and chill. Let me give you recommendations upon recommendations. I just rewatched season 1 and 2 of one of the greatest shows on Netflix, Mindhunter, brought to you by David Fincher, the mind behind Fight Club and Zodiac and a million other amazing films. Mindhunter, season 1 and 2. Don't think we'll ever get season 3, unfortunately, but excellent. Another film I saw recently came out, film I wasn't expecting it was going to be good, but was amazing. All Quiet on the Western Front. It's a film about World War I told from the German trench warfare point of view. I didn't think I'd be into it. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I can't be like over here with the Germans. I'm English. It's not the vibe we can do. It's one of the greatest films I've seen in a long time. Winner. It's harrowing. The musical score is eerie. The cinematography is outstanding. The acting, even though it's in subtitles, the acting is nuanced and brilliant. You don't lose anything in the subtitles. Man, All Quiet on the Western Front. Come on. Netflix winning. Losing. Prime. Amazon Prime Video. Losing. Did any of you watch The Rings of Power? Losing. Never has a streaming service so messed up a piece of content that they had the rights to. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. $1 billion, the most expensive TV program ever produced, and it looks like it was made by the same people that brought you the news at 6 o'clock. It was just awful. It's some Hollyoaks bullshit. Terrible, stinky acting, bad writing, awful effects, terrible pacing, just bad story ideas. Just everything was awful about it. Prime Video. Losing. Winning. Reality TV. I'm over reality TV. I'm done with it, man. I was born and raised in the era of the Big Brothers, in the era of the early kind of, the pop idols and the X Factor. I came up through that. I remember reality TV coming about, but it's been dead to me for so long. But now there is just one last morsel, one delightful small banquet of deliciousness that is available to us. Now, I won't watch the whole series, don't get me wrong. I never have and I never will, but I'm tuning in just for a couple of bits of this. I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here on ITV now. The only reason why, and I'm going to have to do a disclaimer in a minute, is because of a particular person that's coming on there. Very controversial figure. Here in England, if you're not listening and you're not in England, you're listening from somewhere else, right? Our health secretary during the COVID crisis, who did all sorts of stuff and then had to resign in shame because he'd done all sorts of shenanigans, had an affair on camera and all this sort of business. A guy called Matt Hancock. Right now, Waver, I'm related to Matt Hancock. I'm sorry, it's not my fault. I married into it. On my wife's side, he's like 4 or 5 cousins, half removed, half tards, just over there somewhere, distant Matt Hancock somewhere. He has yet to turn up at the Christmas table, but he's in the mix somewhere. Matt Hancock, the ex-health secretary, is going on I'm a Celebrity, get me out of it. Now, if you don't know what this program is where you live in a jungle, they don't give you no food, they don't give you nothing to do. You kind of while away the days, you go a bit stir crazy, and every now and then they call you down for bush tucker trials, where you eat all kinds of witchetty grubs, and they put you in little underwater caves with spiders and eels and all sorts of stuff. They basically terrorize you, okay? So I've been arguing all the way through COVID, and lately with all the different world leaders, I've been arguing, let's bring back to the putting people in stocks in the town square. Let's take our leaders and parade them through the town centres of various countries around the world, and we throw rotten fruit at them, and we mock them, and we spit at them for all they've done to us. So, with that in mind, this is a chance to do that. You can vote them in, vote them out. You can vote that they do different challenges. Here's my recommendation. Let's get revenge on Matthew Hancock. He's not going to die, but we can make him suffer. He's not going to, nothing really bad's going to happen to him, but a little bit bad's going to happen to him, and we can be involved in that. We can do a little bit of get back after he locked us down for pretty much no reason. After he did all he did to us, we can get a little bit of revenge, man. Just a little something, you know. My wife's against this. My wife said he shouldn't be getting any recognition. He shouldn't be on TV. Nah, forget that, man. Get him on TV. And don't allow him to be voted off. Make him do every trial. Make him do everything, man. Come on. You're winning reality TV. The last good thing you can do is make a public example of a particularly wretched and insipid politician and man. Let's not forget, man did dirt on his wife, everything, right? All that stuff. So, reality TV, winning. Losing, shop staff. What is it at the moment with shop staff? I don't know if it's just in England. They're not very good anymore. There's not a please or a thank you. There's not even eye contact sometimes. I go into a shop, I'm now the patron of that shop. I'm helping you. I'm paying your wages. I'm adding into the pot of wealth that you're going to gather over this kind of financial period, and yet you just kind of treat me like rubbish. What's going on? You go out to restaurants and it's like they're closing early because they haven't got staff, and the staff they have got, a little bit rude. What's going on? You're losing. Pick it up. Pick it up. Winning the Great Barrier Reef. I don't know if you know this. It slipped by. I know there's all this controversy at the moment. There's people stopping cars on motorways. There's people up to all sorts and protesting about the climate change and all this and the global warming and all that. Blah, 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 blah. People putting milk on Picassos. People just doing all sorts of shenanigans, right? But did you know that the Great Barrier Reef, which when I was younger was the climate crisis of the day, the Great Barrier Reef is dying and it's the lungs of the earth. It's now at its healthiest and largest since records began. But no one's telling you that, are they? No one is on the news telling you that. Great Barrier Reef? Great Barrier Reef, brother, you winning. Losing or winning, I'm not sure. In the UK, excess deaths are up. I mean, mad up. I mean like 10K over this period up. Something's going on. So I don't know this is kind of losing because people are dying and we don't know exactly why, but a lot of young people and people with seems to have heart conditions is suspect. I'm not saying anything about that, but something's going on. So we're losing, but also I guess death is winning. If death's job is to kind of claim people and be the reaper, then that's kind of winning. But I'd say largely the fact we're over excess deaths, we're losing. Winning. Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is back, baby, and it's no longer Game of Thrones, it's now House of the Dragon. I hope you saw that. I hope you tuned in. It's finished now. If not, grab yourself a subscription to Now TV or stream it illegally. Find it somehow. It's 10 episodes of the most awesome TV. It was on at the same time as the Lord of the Rings terrible Power of the Rings Story of the Rings thing. It's amazing. Matt Smith, ex-Doctor Who, is outstanding. It's everything you could have ever wanted from a season of Game of Thrones. And instead of there being 18 characters you have to check in with each episode, it's just one family, or rather kind of two parts of one family. It's excellent. House of the Dragon, mate, I love your work. I love your work. Losing. Plastic bags. Now, this is a stupid rant. I don't even know why I'm in here, but I remember ages ago people were saying there are too many plastic bags and all the supermarkets decided we've got to do something about this. So the government brought in a levy. What we're going to do to stop you, because we're producing too many plastic bags and they will exist forever, long after we've gone and the dinosaurs are back. There'll be like a Tesco's and a Morrison's bag just kind of blowing around in the wind. So what we're going to do, we're going to charge you 5p every time you have a plastic bag. I had my hand up. I was at the back of class. I said, excuse me, sir. How about we stop making plastic bags? No, we're going to charge 5p. That way, people will stop buying plastic bags. It didn't happen. And I guess that made them put it up to 10p and 25p and 50p. And now you can buy a bag for life for £2. I see people buy a bag of life every time they go there. It ain't a bag of life if you're buying it every time you go. Oh, I suppose it is. If you just got like 12 bags of life, it's still a bag for life, I guess. But what I'm saying is, this is our modern age. Instead of really solving the problem, somebody works out how to monetize the issue. We need problem solvers, not money makers in this world. That's why this climate crisis, going green, net zero, non-carbon, whatever it is suspect, because people aren't trying to solve the problem. They're trying to monetize the issue. So I don't like this, man. I don't like even charging for paper bags now. And paper bags naturally fall apart. Sometimes before you even left a shop, them things have fallen apart. So I don't know what's going on, man. But yeah, plastic bags, not my thing, man. Not my thing. Winning. Music. I don't know about you. I'm 46 years old and I keep discovering music I love. Just music I just love. And if I can encourage you in the middle of all this madness of social media and negative news and wars and costs of everything and the rise of everything and the lack of everything, make sure you take a moment to listen to great, outstanding music of your youth, music from your favorite eras, music now, new music. Get whatever music service you use and just search around, just find more music. Music is just... It beautifies your soul when you give yourself some time just to go, I'm just going to zone out of my life and my content, this visual stuff of doom scrolling on my phone for 7 hours. I'm just going to listen to some music instead. Mate, oh, it's like a cold drink, mate. Music, winning. Losing, cash money. Cash money. I was raised to always have some money on you. My dad was drove a black London taxi cab and he always had a wad of folding on him. When he went out to work, he took a bag of change with him. I remember the bag. I remember counting his change when he got back from work at night. I was raised to have cash. You're all right wherever you are in the world, as long as you got some folding, a little bit of money somewhere. That has gone. COVID killed that. So many people were afraid. Don't make me touch the money. I'll die. Bollocks, you will. But I tell you what, the companies loved it. During COVID in England, they took the contactless money up from 30 quid to 45 quid. It's now 100 quid. It's gone. We've now got Roland Sunak in power. He's now our Prime Minister. This guy is bought and paid for. He is going to push programmable digital currency. Your money is gone. There's no longer grandma can't send £10 in the post. She might be able to send some sort of electrical sort of electrically text generated code, but even then her grandchildren might go and try and buy something and the government will go, no, you can't buy that, you have to buy this LGBT training manual. You wanted to buy He-Man, you can't do that no more, that's not allowed. Cash money gone. Cash money's losing, and it's sad. You can't do. I used to do cash in hand jobs. People used to pay me cash in hand. Me and them and Jesus were the only people who knew about. The government didn't need to know. The Queen didn't need to know. It was cash in hand. That's gone. Your ability to earn unmonitored, gone. Your ability to manage your own money, out of sight, out of mind, gone. Cash money dead. It's losing. It's a shame. Winning. Fantastic friendships. If you haven't got some, man, I feel sorry for you. But pro tip, you want some fantastic friendships, go be a fantastic friend. Go and start just being friends, talking to people, sharing your life, opening up, talking honestly and genuinely about how you feel, not with complete strangers freaking them out, but with people you begin to get a little bit of purchase with. Great friends, mate. Winning. Get yourself some, mate. Just pure gold. There's probably loads more. Could probably do winners and losers the rest of the day, really. That's enough, though. Yeah, I think that's enough. See you next time, guys. Later.